If you've ever tried grinding meat by hand or using a weak machine, just something that doesn't have the power that you need, this is an essential kitchen upgrade. We got sent this meat grinder to review for you all, let you know what we think about it. I haven't tried it yet, but I read a ton of good things online. I feel like an electric meat grinder is a good addition to any household, especially if you can get one where all of the parts that touch the food are food grade stainless steel. You're not worried about any microplastics or contamination. Everything's easy to clean. So far, I'm really impressed with this machine, and I haven't even turned it on to use it yet. All the parts come apart, everything comes apart really easily, so that way it's very easy to clean. If you want to take off the chute here and the grinding attachment from the motor housing, all you do is push this button on the top, twist this, and pull it out. And then that's all you need. This is the only thing that touches the food besides the top plate and all that. So it's super easy to clean. To put it back on, you just push the button to open it up, release, and twist it back into place, and it locks back in so it can't come off. It comes with all the attachments that you need. This nut screws off really easily, and then you have your plate right there. I have the medium grind on there, your little cutting disc here, and then it has the kind of auger shape to grind up the meat as it initially goes in. So after you clean it, just put that piece back in, put this blade back on. It also comes with two different mesh sizes on these plates as well. So you have your fine here, your coarse here, and I'm going with a medium for trying it out for the first time just to see how it works. Put that back on, that's on. Everything's notched out really nicely so that way it's easy to put back together. Tighten that down. It comes with a sausage maker attachment and a Kubbe attachment, which makes like a hollowed out shell for the meat for certain European or Middle Eastern dishes, which I don't know how to make, but we're gonna learn. The motor's very powerful, so you can do an assortment of meats. You can do beef, lamb, chicken. You can even do venison in here, which I don't have any, but that's gonna be a huge upgrade for me because I love venison, but I have a hard time figuring out what to do with it. So if we could grind it up in here and make different dishes from it, that'll make life a lot easier. Little brush to clean it with, little tray that goes on top. And then this is going to be to push your meat down in there with. So we'll leave that aside. This makes cooking, you can have a much more versatile and more affordable experience because I just took some chicken thighs, bone in, skin on. I took the skin off, took the bones out and cut it up into smaller pieces. And for $1.09 a pound, I'm gonna get some premium ground chicken that I'm actually gonna use for tacos tonight, but you can do it with, like I said, any variety of meats that you want to put in here. But buying boneless or already ground up meat is just adding to the production cost. And if you can do it yourself, you're gonna save a ton of money in the long run, and the machine's gonna end up paying for itself anyway. The machine also has overload protection, so if it starts to overheat, it automatically shuts off, so you don't have to worry about burning out the motor, which is a great feature. Like I said before, everything that touches the food is food grade stainless steel, so you don't have to worry about contaminants. Everything's easy to clean. There's also a reverse option on here, so that way if something does get jammed up, you can reverse it back out and then run it back through again to make the process smoother, just in case something gets caught in there that's a little bit too big for the machine to break down initially. You just reverse it back out and then run it back through. It's great for meal prep, processing different types of meat, making sausage, whatever you want to do, this machine can handle it. And I'm pretty excited to get started with it, so let's give it a shot. All right, so we're gonna put our pole here to catch everything. We're gonna get our chicken over here, grab some tongs. All right, let's do it. Make sure everything's turned on. Put that in there, put a couple extra pieces on top. Chicken's in, set that aside for now. Let's give it a shot. It says to not use it for more than 10 minutes at a time. This isn't gonna take us that long. Dang. So far, so good. That was so fast and effortless. All you do is put the meat in, push it down. and it kind of pulls it down in itself, so you don't really have to push it once you get it going. Let's try a little bit more just to, so we know it wasn't a fluke, you know? If I probably would have cut this into a little bit smaller pieces, so that way it's easier to push down in the hole when I have a stack up here. But that's, I mean, live and learn type situation. All right, let's run it one more time so y'all can see how quick. So that took maybe 30 seconds to do close to a pound of chicken like this. It takes a matter of seconds to grind up pounds of chicken. I could have probably done this with the fine mesh, but I think the medium mesh is gonna work out just fine for tacos. I mean, that's exactly how it would come if you bought ground chicken in the pack at the store, and you're saving probably half the price just doing it yourself. That's a win all the way around as far as I'm concerned. So if this is something you think you could use, if you're looking to make a little bit of an upgrade to your meal prep and just make life a little bit easier and more affordable, this is your go-to. And you can pick it up right now on our Amazon storefront. Just click the button.